Blake Lively absolutely must drop this lawsuit as soon as humanly possible, or at least when the judge returns and says, absolutely, we're not going to have you dismissed from it.
Is buzzing with wild rumors, and right at the center of it all stands the stunning Blake Lively. Perez Hilton came out swinging with a daring accusation.
Because there is now just way too much evidence that she and Ryan are, strictly speaking, perverts themselves. Like, just honestly, they are perverted.
He alleges that Blake Lively has supposedly been getting quite close with a co-star on the upcoming Another Simple Favor. People are furious, stunned, and utterly consumed with uncovering every last detail. Is the new film eclipsed by a real-life affair? There is a legal
doctrine that is known as unclean hands. My lawyer, Noah, he introduced me to it. And when it's used in court, the argument prevents one party, so the person that is suing, from seeking relief if they have engaged in unethical conduct that's related to the subject of the dispute.
This chaos is spinning quicker than fans can follow, and lines are being drawn, sides are chosen, allegiances are challenged. Blake Lively, forever known as a fashion legend and cherished actress, faces a barrage of scandal talk that no one anticipated. If you can't engage in the exact same disparagement against me, it's essentially that Spider-Man meme that's super popular. This one, you guys know what I'm talking about? Yeah, you, pointing at you. Hey, are we the same person? Yeah, we're the same person. Is supposedly occurring, we must ponder. Did this all start as innocent on-set sparks? Or was there a stronger passion driving hidden trysts? Perez Hilton's comments are packed with flair, and the mere mention of them has the internet clamoring for more.
The claim that Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni are arguing over is defamation, which would mean that Blake and Ryan should probably hang this one up.
Let's dive into the raw specifics and explore what precisely is sparking this fierce surge of public outrage. Perez Hilton never avoids drama, and this time he targeted his sights on the beloved Blake Lively.
Blake cannot claim to be a victim of sexual misconduct on the set of a movie while she openly brags about the unscripted sexual misconduct that she partakes in.
The assertion is relentless. She might be involved with her co-star on the forthcoming Another Simple Favor. People are calling it the juiciest story of the year. Some call it a publicity stunt now.
Now, this was discovered by a TikTok sleuth named Elsrich TV.
Not Blake Lively confessing to grabbing her co-star's nuts because she felt like that's just what her character would do.
Wait, so am I blaming my husband for
Right, am I saying something like her? Right. One of my favorite additions that you came up with. I think it's nuts. When you really went for it.
That's always awkward. And you're like, hey, hi, nice to meet you. Can I grab your nuts? Like, really hard.
But really hard?
Not because I want to, because I feel like she would.
Remember we kept going like, can you do it harder?
Yeah, and that was my tip of the hat to baby Jane Hudson.
Yeah.
While others detect genuine pain, behind these closed doors, the Gossip King himself dropped vague clues about secret meetings and quiet on-set murmurs. Fans are reeling, frantically attempting to assemble a mystery that could dismantle Blake's spotless image. He hinted at dubious paparazzi shots, funny social media quips, and faint signs that appeared to push the narrative of a discreet romantic tie. The suspense spiked when Perez suggested there was more to this setup than typical film practices. Viewers yelled in the comments, "How could she do this?" Or, "We need more proof." The rumor outshone the actual plot of Another Simple Favor before filming even concluded. And as fans steadied themselves for the next bit of drama, all eyes landed squarely on Blake's response, or lack thereof. But that wasn't the full tale. Blake Lively has always been the radiant celebrity many people admire for her trendsetting, style, and her witty social media exchanges with her husband Ryan Reynolds. She captures that relatable appeal that fans adore, yet this fresh tide of scandal rips into her meticulously crafted public persona. People accuse her of living a dual existence. On one side, the devoted wife and mother. On the other, a sly actress eyeing a scandalous romance. The internet is reeling at how sharply these claims could reshape everything we thought we understood. Allegations about private texts and secret date nights are swirling. The tension peaks when some fans unearth old interviews, warping them to suggest that Blake has always had a hidden edge. The photos she shared on Instagram are scrutinized for secret messages, with conspiracy buffs claiming they spot hints that her home life isn't as flawless as it appears. Suddenly, her dazzling red carpet looks and flawless comedic timing are overshadowed by whispers of betrayal. The drama surges from murmur to uproar, and the fandom is divided. Some pledge faltering loyalty, others grow wary. But a scandal this huge never stands solo. Speculation is spiraling unchecked about who exactly makes up the other half of this explosive rumor. Is it someone from the returning cast of A Simple Favor, like Anna Kendrick or Henry Golding? Could it be a fresh face brought in just for the sequel? The theories fly fast and furious because the boundary between on-screen roles and real-life intrigue is merging into a single swirling mess. Rumors depict a scene of deep method acting that's bled into private late-night sessions. Some online. Voices claim the co-star is notorious for playful antics and boasts a history of on-set flirtations. Others insist it's a reserved cast member who seldom graces headlines, which only heightens the shock factor. Whispers about lingering looks, extended embraces at rap parties, and subtle nods in interviews fuel the rumor mill. People are combing behind-the-scenes images, eagerly hunting for the tiniest clue, a questionable hand-on, a shoulder, an oddly tender swap of glances. The question persists, did the chemistry that made A Simple Favor so gripping evolve into something unstoppable and real? And the disclosures keep stacking up. When you mention Blake Lively, you can't help but think of Ryan Reynolds. Fans love their clever social media jabs and funny teases at each other. But now the internet ponders what Ryan makes of this crazy rumor. Some sources say he's unshaken, trusting his wife completely. Others hint he's livid behind closed doors, simmering in betrayal. Scenes of them on recent red carpets have been put under scrutiny, with fans guessing about strain or forced smiles. Then there's Anna Kendrick, who famously starred alongside Blake in the original A Simple Favor. People recall their playful rapport offset, which had fans rooting for a growing bond. Now, though, the rumor suggests that Anna might be observing the suspicious dynamic. If she's part of the sequel, the public views photos of them together and wonders, is Anna involved, or is she merely trapped in the fallout? Everyone is scouring interviews for veiled remarks that might reveal behind-the-scenes friction. The suspense builds as people ask whether Anna or Ryan will shatter the quiet. And if they do, will the result overshadow the entire movie? But the real twist comes from the one who ignited it all. Perez Hilton built his empire by plunging headfirst into the private lives of stars, whether they approve or not. This time, the focus is on him as fans. Wonder if he's stoking a scandal purely for buzz. He's infamous for sowing discord among Hollywood's elite, using flimsy proof to weave gripping tales. People remember his past clashes and how he's cornered more than a few celebrities in tricky spots. Yet he revels in that style of chaos. Blake Lively fans are confronting him. They claim he's overstepped, sparking baseless drama in a solid marriage or conjuring illusions with no firm footing. He fires back with, "You'll see" messages, hinting that more jaw-dropping reveals are looming. The sense of unease lingers because the deeper the speculation, the trickier it gets to distinguish truth from fiction. Has Perez exposed a real affair, or is he manipulating the game to boost site hits? Comment sections erupt with defenders and skeptics, but Perez keeps doubling down, feeding a debate that won't fade. Yet the fans themselves are stepping up as sleuths. Twitter, TikTok, Reddit, and countless gossip hubs have ignited. Fans are dissecting every interview clip, analyzing every snapshot, and building detailed timelines that trace the rumored fling. Reddit threads stretch hundreds of comments long, tossing out believable theories and wild conspiracies alike. People are utterly convinced they catch fleeting strain at a film festival or uncover secret clues in a co-star's Instagram feed. Others argue it's all noise, a tale propped up by tabloids to rake in clicks and bury any real news. But curiosity outpaces doubt for most onlookers. Polls emerge across social platforms. Do you believe Blake is cheating on Ryan, and is Perez telling the truth? The results shift daily, mirroring just how split this entire fiasco is. Every time a new piece of evidence pops up, like an oddly timed photo or a vague quote from a behind-the-scenes source, fans leap. They rip it apart line by line, hunting for hidden intent. And the final turn of the blade arrives with fresh insights about another Simple Favor. As buzz grows around the sequel to A Simple Favor, Alleged leaks claimed there were fraught moments during filming that few grasped at the time. The rumor hints that certain scenes had to be redone because the vibe between Blake and her co-star felt too authentic. Crew members supposedly murmured about sudden disputes, unplanned intimacy, or odd actions that defied normal film routines. If that wasn't spicy enough, new cameo rumors swirl, pulling in more Hollywood names. Could the cameo star be stoking this entanglement? Could it be someone tied to Blake personally, adding even more layers of intrigue? Some watchers speculate that the cameo is none other than Ryan Reynolds, prompting them to wonder if his presence sparked secret on-set strain. Others believe Anna Kendrick, already in the main cast, found herself caught in an uneasy triangle. The speculation is relentless. People see these on-set rumors as further evidence that something truly wild was unfolding, right under the public's nose. Then a final bombshell stunned everyone off guard. Blake Lively skyrocketed from beloved Hollywood treasure to the heart of a raging rumor storm. People are left wrestling with how to align the warm mother and comedic social media darling with the chance of a discreet fling. Perez Hilton's fiery allegations shook the fan base, unleashing a flood of fury, disbelief, and unstoppable curiosity. Whether this whole saga is a diversion, a shrewdly designed marketing ploy, or a genuine slice of juicy Hollywood drama, the discussion swells. The real kicker is the world's endless fascination. We are now in an age that feeds on every tiny update and suspected scandal. Celebrities are worshipped one moment and dissected the next, leaving fans to question if they truly know anything about these icons they love. Blake stands at the crossroads of her next career step, her personal life, and a swirling tide of doubt that shows no sign of fading. In this era, silence only stokes the flames, and an official statement often ignites a fresh round of scrutiny. What happens to the new Another Simple Favor if the scandal around its lead actress overshadows the entire production? Will the rumored co-star speak out? Will Ryan Reynolds break his silence with a clever post that turns this fiasco upside down? The whole ordeal sparks deeper talks about privacy, the price of fame, and the extremes certain bloggers or fans will chase for the next scandal fix. And honestly, the tale might just be starting. The question is, are you braced for the next shocking revelation? Because with talk this heated, something else is bound to erupt soon. Strap in. Because if we've learned anything from Hollywood's history, it's that every stunning revelation can spiral into an even grander bombshell, and no one is ever truly shielded from the piercing gaze of rumor and speculation.